What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We have breaking news. Of course, we reported on B. Simone about what her comments did to the transgender community. And now we are dealing with yet again another beef in YouTube. T.S. Madison called out none other than Lovelyti. You can read. She said, I feel you. You are a wrong messenger to me. You are biased, and based on your new connections, you are just having my you was just having my living room through all of your videos with your homegirl screaming next case, but now you're so pro black woman. I never come for black wine, but I'll read a BICCH. And of course, T.S. Madison also said this: every time I clap back at a B, they become the victim. Remember, I clap back. And of course, she put that on her Twitter account. So she is now against Lovelyti. So she definitely posts a clip on IG right now of Lovelyti. I'm gonna go to it so you all can read it for your all selves. I'm gonna read it to you off of T.S. Madison Instagram post. She just wrote a post a clip of Lovelyti video, and it reads as follows: it's in this time of unrest in our community, you want to go and do a whole Candace Owens on your own people, and yet you tell me I don't have the right to speak out for my community. Sis, you are a whole contradiction out here. I see you, mama. I see you, ma'am. I've been seeing you at Lovelyti 2002. That selective ish kills me. Just say it's me you don't like. So it's been alleged that Lovelyti is friends with Kaya, and that's why Kaya have not sent her a flag. And she sent the flag to Mr. Wiggins. So we are having this conversation, and it's a conversation that definitely to be had. Now T.S. Madison is against Lovelyti because Lovelyti said that T.S. Madison is the wrong messenger for this B. Simone situation. B. Simone used the word tranny. Then she said LGBT lettuce and tomatoes. Once I've done some more research by joining Nique at Night Live, I went on Nique at Night Live, and of course, she bring up the fish term, and she was still saying that how hypocritical and the hypocrisy of it all that gays or trans are able to use so freely the term fish, but then it's a problem if you say tranny instead of saying trans. So I hear her point. I was actually on her live, and she's right. It is his hypocrisy. It's wrong that how we people in the LGBTQ community can say the word fish, but then when the heterosexual woman or a straight woman or natural born woman say tranny, oh, she needs to be counseled, and I disagree with that. And what I have issue and a problem with, we so loosely saying the B word, which the B word is very derogatory to say towards a woman. But I don't hear the heterosexual community say, hey, Maddie needs to be counseled for using the B word. What I'm saying is this: we should be all adults here. And if you can't take it, don't dish it. Now, with Lovelyti, I agree with her that T.S. Madison should be on the front lines, should be the messenger of this whole ordeal, because she have yet out of her mouth did call Wendy Williams, pretty much called Wendy Williams a man. And if you would have listened to all of what Lovelyti has said and not just the 4-minute clip, if you would have went on the Lovelyti podcast, she explained why T.S. Madison have said some problematic things. And she's right. She have. So Maddie should not get upset that people criticize her. One of her, I think one of her weaknesses is she don't like people criticizing her. Even though she can sit on her platform and dog out Wendy Williams, call Wendy Williams a man, etc. When someone criticizes T.S. Madison, it is an issue and it's a problem. And that's something she needs to resolve. Everybody's not going to kiss your butt. Everybody's not impressed by your chateau. Everybody's not impressed by your basement. Everybody's not impressed by that. Some people will actually call you out on your mess, right? And where is the energy when your daughter or your son, when he called black women monkeys? She completely stays silent when he has said call OG a monkey, and still to this day we haven't received an updated an updated note, an updated statement, anything. It was radio silence. But soon as a black heterosexual woman said something that you don't like, you speak up for your entire community. But when black women were called monkeys, or when OG was called a monkey, you stay silent. Is because that person that said it was a part of your community, or is that you really doesn't care about black women, or you only care about it when it's benefiting you? I just have to just say that. So we have to have this conversation. This conversation definitely needs to be had. I'm here for it, but I feel as though that some parts of the trans community, they do use that fish term so loosely, and some women like Nique and Nite will say, "Don't call me that." And another thing, I like Nique and Nite. I think Nique and Nite is a beautiful, beautiful woman. Number one. And number two, she said, you don't have to flip flop. The thing about it, I'm a comedian. I stand alone, right? I'm faithful to my audience. But I like the fact that Nique stood her ground. Now, I like the fact that she stood up for herself. She let it be known that she don't like that word fish, and she stood up for it. And one thing I can say, sis did not cry, okay? She did not cry in no sock. Sis kept it 100% real, and we love her for that. We love her for that. She actually was promoting her mask outfit, and we love Nique at Nite. I think Nique at Nite is a beautiful, incredible woman. And she called me out on my mess, and I really, really like that. Some people said, Wiley can be trusted. He's a flip-flopper. Whatever you want to say, I love Nique, and I love her. I love her socks. I love her mask. I love her, everything about her. I love her. And, and we love her. And we're going to move right along before we say something that's offensive. Okay, but I'm here for it. Maddie have a live schedule where she's going to speak about the issue. And I think that she should. I want to hear what she got to say. Now, is she going to up and just drag Lovelyti? It remains to be seen. But Lovelyti have a right to have an opinion. But Lovelyti has said some problematic things about George Floyd. And she said, pretty much criticized George Floyd and said that where was all his love for his daughter when he was alive? He rarely had a picture of her, and now he's painted as this perfect father. I think her comments wasn't warranted for that, and of course, T.S. Madison utilized that as a clapback towards used that as a clapback towards Lovelyti. So she used Lovelyti words on George Floyd. So I'm saying this: if you can say it, you should be able to dish it. And I feel like the trans community say a lot of offensive things constantly among themselves and also with platforms. And even Sydney Starr have used the word fish. And so if a woman says she don't want that term, why do you keep saying it? You say it because, hey, this is what we say in the community. As well, that woman or in that community can say, well, we use the word tranny among ourselves, among our people, and we don't mean it in an offensive way. Are we going to give that woman a pass, or are we going to call for their cancellation or call for them to be exit out? No, and that shouldn't be. I feel as though if you can have that energy and say what you want to say, you should be able to keep that energy. So I'm going to drop the link down. If anybody want to come on StreamYard and speak of this, any women in the house that want to come on and speak of it, you don't have to come on camera. So don't say you ain't camera ready. You don't have to come on camera, okay? So you can hit the link and you can come on. But I'm a fan of Maddie. Just some things I don't agree with Maddie. I'm a fan of Lovelyti. Some things I like, some things I don't. I'm a fan of Nique at Nite. Some things I like, some things I don't like. But one thing I was stand with was with my sister on this. Why should natural born women be censored and trans women can say what they want to say? That's a double standard that I feel like that's not cool. Why we want to censor our mothers and our sisters, these natural born women, history always want to censor women. And that shouldn't be the case. We should hear them and we should not censor them, especially if we're allowing the LGBT community to say what they want to say out of their mouth. We should keep that same energy. And you able to call a woman fish, and you feel like that ain't a fish, then you shouldn't be offended by the word tranny. And I'm keeping it real on that. And that's what I want to say about that. If you're able to say that word tranny, then you shouldn't be offended for the fish thing. It goes both ways here. But the issue is, it seems to me that when it comes with the trans community, some of them believe that they should get a pass because they are trans. And there's no way you could criticize us, right? And I'm gonna open up the phone lines. Give me a second, because I wasn't even planning to open up the phone lines. Think my people, y'all love the phone lines open up. Give me a second. And I was like, why is it like that? And why Maddie so upset that Lovelyti just called her out? She did not call. Let me make it clear. Thank you so much to the tea tipper that watches. She did not call her no fish. Lovelyti just kept it real. Go ahead, sister. What you got to say?
Hey, what's going on, Wiley?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. I love you and the producers.
Love you.
All right. Well, I just wanted to say is why is there so much of an issue with gosh, and God, please forgive me, with a biological woman saying, this is what I am. I'm not hating you for what you do and what you choose to do or what you change into. I'm all supportive of that. But what you're changing into, you're trying to diminish who I naturally am as a woman. Does that make sense?
I feel you. I feel you, but I agree with you. I hear your point. So you should. So what you're saying is T.S. Madison or should not be offended when she says some offensive, say things that comes off offensive.
Well, I think that T.S. Madison, she is, all for her people. But what you present yourself as, you should be for the women that you fight for.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm making sense, if I'm saying it wrong, somebody help me out.
Okay.
I love T.S. Madison.
Now, what do you have to say, Black and
Brown? Hey, Wiley. Hey, Nicole Reloaded. This is J Love. But I had to put on there Black and Proud because I got to let people know Black and I'm proud. Period. Okay. But yeah, this is J Love. Hi, y'all. I just want to come on here and say that calling women fish, period, is not okay. I'm not a fish. I was going to say y'all know what I mean. I'm a whole woman. So I think that the fish term is very discriminatory because if you think about the origins of a fish, we all know it's not pleasant. I'm not a fish. I'm a goddess. What are you saying? You know what I'm saying? Call me a goddess, period. When you're around me, when you're in front of me, when you're behind me, whatever, period. So that's how I feel about it.
Can I say something to you, Black and Proud?
Yeah.
The fish comment, in a sense, yeah, it can be offensive, and can push us in the wrong way as females. I have more of an issue in regards to is the cisgender, calling us cis. CIS. That's my problem, which the transgender community had nothing to do with or whatever. Somebody just decided to call us cis. No, I'm a female. I am a woman. And I don't like the fact that I feel that people are trying to take away from the fact that, I'm a woman, that God forgive me, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, Wiley, but that I bleed every month. You know what I'm saying? That my legs swell. I get premenstrual cramps. Those are the things that I more have an issue with. My transgender sisters, power to them. I love them. The majority that I do know that I have relationships with, it's not this battle in regards to a relationship. They all respect my stance as a female. All I'm saying is don't take away the fact that I'm just naturally born a woman. Don't do that to us.
I feel you on that. Thank you.
Yes,
The
that's very
shoe will be live in
understandable.
5
Crown,
seconds.
what do you have to
4,
say about it?
3, 2,
You know what? I feel
1.
her. I don't want to offend a trans person at all. There's a conversation to be had too. The fact that taking away our womanhood, um, I don't necessarily feel that way because I know I'm a woman. I'm empowered. I empower trans women. I support trans women. I support women. Periods. Okay.
Okay, I do too.
So like that conversation about separating, I'm not doing any of that. I support everything black, whether it's black woman, black trans woman, black cisgender woman, black, however you identify, because gender is fluid, right? So I don't necessarily feel offended, but I understand where you're coming from. But Wiley, I am on a vacation, so I just want to get on here and talk about that real quick,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna get back in the chat. Peace
Okay.
and love to you.
You look beautiful, black and proud.
You know what? It's my 5-year wedding anniversary. So hi to my
Congratulations,
husband.
boo. Hey,
So we on vacation. All right, bye.
get it in for me, sis.
Congratulations. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, Nicole, for coming on.
No, thank you for having me, Wiley. I love you. God bless the producers, and I'm proud of you for growing. Bye, baby. See you soon.
Okay, now. So we do have the phone lines open up if anybody want to call in. And I say this, I don't use the cisgender term anymore because like my producers say they are women, period. So we're gonna call them women, and you know, that's what we do here. I'm not pandering to my base. But if they don't want to be called cisgender, I'm going to call them what they want to be called, which is women. So I see a lot of people are saying that, you know, Wiley, why do you think T.S. Madison always, why do you think that she can't take criticism? I think because in the basement, she surrounds herself with people that sing her praises because she paid people to sing her praises. And in the basement, everybody love her, or they say they love her. And so when she's online, we are not committed to her. We're not on her payroll. So we're able to say what you want to say. And I still think that she cannot allow no one to. I mean, she can't handle when people criticize her, especially when it's so public. But she can say what she want to say out of her mouth, and so everybody is just not going to sing your praise in the basement. This is a weird word. This is not your basement. Okay, this is what I call the real world. Now, Lovelyti should not be ganged upon. She had her honest opinion. Now, I think T.S. Madison's upset that Lovelyti is friends with Kaya, but so what? If she want to be friends with Kaya, she can be friends with Kaya. She don't have an issue with Kaya. You have the issue with Kaya, and so for my own research, they said because you went on and you paid for, you know, you went and paid for the Queen Court, got it all legal paperwork without, you know, Kaya permission. So, but I am not about to throw Lovelyti under the bus because she want to befriend Kaya. It's not what you know, it's who you know. And it's okay if you keep a good thing with Kaya, because Kaya is a great person. I don't see nothing bad about Kaya. I mean, people talk about her. They even labeled her some, you know, that she was a bad mother. But does that stop Kaya from roasting and gagging? No. She can take it as well as she gives it. Let's go to the phone lines. 8301, Carly on air. Hello, 8301. All right. All right.
Hey Wiley, can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me, Wiley?
Yeah, speak up a little bit in the phone because sound like you underground. Sound like you in a bunker.
Do I sound better now?
Okay, you sound better. Go ahead, sister.
Hi, Wiley. My name is Nique. I was introduced to your show by Milagro Grant, and I really appreciate your perspective.
Right.
What I have noticed with the transgender community is that it feels like there's a battle between us naturally born women and with them, which I feel like it shouldn't be. But we come to these points again and again and again. Well, it seems like us naturally born women are fighting for just to be who we are. Like, no, with the fish comment, right? It doesn't offend me at all. I don't give a fuck. I don't even care. But I get where there could be some angst. Why do you want to give us a name? Why do we have to? Why can't we just be called naturally born women? What's wrong with that? A real woman. What's the problem with acknowledging that we are who we are? There is no change in that. A transgender person, they have the ability to change. They you know, hey, I was born this way, or I feel this way. I want to become a woman. They can do that. Us women don't have the ability. Hey, I don't feel like being a woman today. It's over with. No, my period gonna come again. I can't just get rid of that. I think that us as real women want the respect of the transgender community, and there's instances that pop up where we feel disrespected.
I feel your point.
Just like with B Simone saying the tranny comment, I never thought that was a slur. I have a friend who is homosexual. And he is open. I don't mess with punks. I don't mess with messy faggots. He say all that type of stuff. But if I was to utter those words in a different audience of homosexuals, I would be called homophobic. I would get backlash. But it seems like the LGBT community, the community, they can say whatever they want to say with no backlash. But if there's a little bit of opposition or someone doesn't agree, then we are considered transphobic, homophobic, and that's just not the case.
Feel you on that. Thank you so very much just for your comments.
Keep doing your thing, Wiley. I am so proud of you.
Thank
you are
you.
a beautiful Black man,
Thank you.
you inspire us all.
Thank you. All right. The number is 646-716-8447. Last 44713. Caller, you on the air.
Hello.
Hey, go ahead.
What's up, Wiley? Okay, now I'm about to shake the table because I'm so sick of like having this conversation with Black women and the trans community. To me, it all seems like, to me personally, that Black women are very intimidated when it comes to the trans community. Like, I do not understand. Just like the caller said, okay, well, we are naturally born women and this and the other. So why are you offended? You understand what I'm saying? I really don't get it. Like, to me, it just comes across as they are very intimidated when it comes to the trans community. And then you want to get mad at the fish term and stuff like that and say, oh, well, if I said outside of my gay friends, then I'll be labeled as such and such. It's the same thing with the N-word. Black people want to use the N-word amongst each other, but if you say it outside of the community, you're labeled a racist. It's the same thing. I don't understand, like, why are Black women so invested when it comes to the trans community? I don't understand. And like I said, you'll sit up there and get mad at somebody referring to you as fish, but then you'll let another Black woman refer to you as a bitch. Make it make sense. It makes no sense to me. You're more offended by a fish than you would if somebody called you a bitch. You have men out here degrading Black women, calling them bitches and hoes, and they respond to it. But if somebody say fish, which was a term that was made for LGBT people to, and like I said, and Black women know the meaning of it. It wasn't meant to degrade them. It was a term that was used among our communities. When you are a drag queen or you are a trans woman, when we say, oh yeah, well, you're fishy, that was a term for saying, oh, you're very feminine. So like I said, to me, it's just, I really don't understand. Like I said, to me, it all comes across as intimidation. If you are a real woman and you bleed monthly and all of this stuff, why are you so invested with what you consider.
I don't think. Me personally,
I
I don't think they are intimidated by trans women. Well, I think the
I
conversation. I personally don't believe that, because why do you have to be intimidated by something that want to be something that they already is? So I don't personally believe that they are intimidated.
Okay, so why are we continuously having it? Okay, I understand that, Wiley. So why are we continuously having these conversations when it comes to Black women versus the trans community? Why is there such a big conversation?
Because people want B. Simone to be
canceled. If you're not intimidated or you're not bothered by them, what's the issue?
No, because people want B. Simone to be canceled. And so T.S. Madison made a statement. And so Lovelyti called her out. And so
yeah, and I get how this conversation got started today or this week, but I'm just saying this has been going on in the YouTube streets and just in general for a minute. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, it resurfaced because of the whole B. Simone situation. But at the end of the day, these conversations have been had numerous of times. I mean, even in the YouTube streets with, I can't even think of the girl name, but it's a common thing. Like I said, I just don't understand why are Black women so invested in the trans community. It makes no sense to me. If you're a real woman and you bleed and stuff, somebody that's not born a woman, and like I said, you want to consider them a chick with a dick and stuff, why does that bother you?
I don't think it does. I just think that some women feels as though they don't like the term fish, but in this instance with the tranny, some people feel like the tranny word. I didn't think the tranny word. Me personally, a part of the LGBTQ community, I didn't think tranny was an offensive term until this morning. Until I woke up.
And like I said, I know they going in. Let me say this. I know they going in on me in the comments and stuff. I don't give a damn, because like I said, at the end of the day, to me, it all revolves back around to intimidation. This goes beyond the fish term. Black women are intimidated and they have an issue with the trans community. That's just what it is. Just call it what it is. It goes beyond the fish term. Okay, if we stop using fish, it's still going to be a disconnect, and it's still going to be a disconnect between Black women and the trans community. So like I said, it goes beyond the fish term. To me, it just seems if you, like I said, if you're a real woman and this and the other, and you bleed monthly and stuff, somebody that's not born a woman, but they live a life as a woman,
it's some women that doesn't really have menstrual cycle. That doesn't take away from them to even be a woman. But I will say this though, it's going to always be a division or a problem when we have to have that conversation. I believe women, whether you transgender or whether you a natural born woman, have to have that conversation and be more open and honest about how do you really feel. I think like a lot of women need to, hang around some transgender women so you can understand their life and vice versa. But I do believe that it needs to be a town hall or a national conversation around womanhood, regardless of what kind of women are you, and women need to have and talk more about it. But I think this issue is going to always be if we don't sit down and talk to each other or talk.
I agree, but Wiley, my thing is if I know I'm something, I'm naturally born something. Somebody else dressing up like me or trying to live a life like me, it would not intimidate me. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, it does go beyond the fish term. Okay, you have a problem with the LGBTQ referring to you as fish, but you don't have a problem as another Black woman or a Black man at that disrespecting you and calling you a bitch and a hoe. They call each other that. So which one is more offensive to you, being called a bitch or a hoe or a fish?
All right. Thank you so very much. I hear you. I'm going to move to these next two calls.
All right. Thank you for letting me call in.
No, thank you, caller. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
Listen, it's always a gay man. It's always a gay Black man that always want to say a woman is intimidated by them. It's always a gay Black man. Let's be very clear. A transgender woman is a man. It's always a gay Black man that wants to say that a woman is intimidated by them. Gay men are feminine. A lot of them, they want to be women. So they want to embody women. They want to embody the feminine traits of a woman. Okay. So let's be very, very, very clear. That caller that you just had on, when he wants to talk about how women are always offended by this, listen, women don't like men calling them bitches. They don't like men calling them hoes, just as well as they don't like transgender gay men calling them bitches or hoes, just like we don't like being called sis or fish. We don't like the term, just like gay, the gay community, the transgender or the gay black male don't like to be called sissy, faggot, or punk. Okay? At the end of the day, it's a respect issue. Mind you, women is the one that embrace this community. Women embrace the gay community. Women embrace the trans community. But the gay community, the gay black men, as well as the trans black men, do not respect women because they don't respect who we are. They're trying to erase who we are because they always want to say we're in competition, we're competing with them. But how can we compete when you're trying to emulate us? You learn how to walk, you learn how to talk, you learn how to dress like us. I'm so sick of these gay men want to talk about, oh, we do your makeup, oh, we do your hair. But before there were you, we was doing our own makeup and hair. We was doing all that ourselves. We were our own stylists. We embraced you, so we allow you to do our makeup and our hair. We embraced you, so we allow you to style us. Don't get it twisted. We was doing this shit before there was a whole gay, and we started hanging out with you all, and we started embracing you all. That's my issue with them. They have an issue with women, and they want to constantly tear down women like they're trying to erase women when we're who they're trying to be. Period. And that's all I got to say on that.
All right. Thank you so very much, caller. And I want the record to show that trans women are women, in my humble opinion. That's what I believe. And I've been with a lot of trans women, friends with a lot of women. I have some that do come on the show. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Yes, I just want to say, the last caller, she said plenty of times that she's sick of gay men. So we know what her heart was. We know she's homophobic and hate gay men anyway. But the caller before her, what I think he was trying to say is, why are women so bothered by trans women? If they have all the equipment that God gave them, these trans women have to go out and buy this stuff. Why are black women so bothered by them? Like, why does everything they do or say bother y'all? Like, y'all have the men, y'all the ones who can have the men's baby, y'all the ones who let the men treat y'all like crap, and let them call you bitches and hoes, and don't complain about that. But as soon as the LGBT community says something, y'all ready to jump on top of us and say something about us. So my thing is, y'all allow y'all on TV shows tearing each other down, the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Basketball Wives, doing all this. The first thing y'all say is, oh, black women are the least respected, but y'all gotta respect yourselves. Y'all can't be sitting here supporting Real Housewives of Atlanta and Basketball Wives and all these shows of black people, women tearing them down, so you want somebody to respect them. Nobody gonna respect y'all if y'all don't respect yourselves. I can't get on Facebook without seeing black women in the streets fighting and beating the hell out of each other. So I'm trying to figure out, why is there so much hate from black women from the LGBT community when we embrace each other? Like, we are on the front lines. Basically, it's not straight black men out here protesting for Black Lives Matter. It's LGBT community and black women protesting mainly for Black Lives Matter. So
but that's not true. It's black men is out there too. It's all kind of people out there protesting.
It's mainly Black Lives Matter was started by LGBT black people. Mainly. That's what I'm saying, mainly. So my thing is, why are y'all so bothered? It's like, get over it. Like, trans people are here. Trans people really were here back in the Bible days, to be honest with you. And trans people are here to stay. So why are y'all so bothered? The thing is, with black people, the thing is, if somebody says, I don't get, like, if somebody calls me a nigger, I'm not bothered. A white person calls me a nigger, I'm not bothered, because you know what? They are trying to get me upset. They're trying to take me to a place that I don't want to go to. So why did y'all let somebody call y'all fish bother y'all? Like, come on, if you don't smell like a fish, if you don't smell like a fish, then come on. Like, you probably smell like a fish if you sitting there crying about it.
Thank you, caller. Move on to these next three callers. All right, we got three callers on. Okay, 0438, caller, you on the air.
Wiley, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Wiley, why is this a problem with anybody? The trans people and the gay community are not talking to any straight people. They are talking about themselves. Fish means really pretty, like, oh, you giving fish, you giving, you slaying, girl, you sexy. What is with us? Why are they talking about this? This is silly. Someone please tell me when they was outside and they heard a trans person call them fish, and I will understand. But I've never, ever in my life heard any trans, gay, anybody community call a real woman fish. Did I miss something?
I hear you on that, caller. I hear you. Anything else you want to say?
That's all I wanted to. No, I just wanted to say that. Love you, Wiley. Have a good day.
All right, love you too. 8776, caller, you on the air.
Hello, how are you?
All right, how are you?
All right. I just want to point out about gender roles. Now, if you look at trans women, men that that want to be women or not feel like they was born that way. You got to take in the fact that they were raised in a gender role as male, so they was raised to be dominant. Okay, and see, when they transfer or when they transition over to a woman, because that's they feel that that's the way they were born. They still take that learned behavior of being a man over with them, and so when you're dealing with a female who was raised to be, all the things that a female is raised to be, that conversation becomes different because now, even though you are, for all intents and purposes, a woman, I'm not going to get into the politics of that. You still have these masculine qualities about yourself, and sometimes in certain conversations, it seems to come out like when you use the word fish. I don't care what nobody say. Fish is an insult. It's an insult to call a woman a fish because as a woman, I was learned when you smell like fish, something is wrong and you go to the doctor. So right off the bat, that's wrong. All right. Now, as a man, you know what it means to call a woman a bitch. Come on. You're a man. And for all intents and purposes, I'm trying to be politically correct. If you want to be called a woman and that's how you feel, I'm going to call you a woman. I'm going to call you auntie. I'm going to call you all the things you want to be called because I'm going to respect your feelings because your feelings are valid because you are a human being. But the way your norms that you grew up and your learned behaviors, you know damn well bitch is a offensive term to a woman. And now as a Black woman that we've been degraded and all around this world, now we come to you who's supposed to be our ally and get disrespected.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, something has to give.
Oh.
And I'm looking at this thing with T.S. Madison and Lovelyti. And it seems to me now, as much as I love Auntie Maddie, it seems like she's purposely driving this conversation into a battle. Now, I'm trying to wonder if she wants this battle because she really feels that she was insulted because she wasn't called the spokesperson for for her community because she's not, or if she pushed this battle so she could get ratings, so she could get acknowledgement, so she could do it. What is her agenda here?
I feel you on that. Thank you so very much, caller, for calling in. I'm gonna go to these next callers.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. 5605, calling on the air.
Hi, this is just for the male caller that was just like 2 calls ago. He was talking about that's why women, Black women, their men leave them or cheat on them, or that's why they can't, like baby daddies and stuff like that. That was so unnecessary. When gay men attack Black women and claim all these stereotypical things, if you can't see the wrong in that, then there's something seriously wrong with you. You can't just make those generalizations. And I see some people in the chat talking about, oh yes, angry Black women, blah, 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 blah. If we're going to go back to the single Black mothers, you need to blame that on Black men because the Black mothers are the ones holding the house down while the men gallivant on the streets and spread their seed all willy-nilly. That's what you need to focus on and why you didn't have a dad in the house. Do not blame Black women for being the ones who stayed to raise you. Blame that on your fathers, please. Not right.
Thank you, caller.
Not right.
All right.
Thank you.
Right. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hey, Wiley, it's Shell again.
Hey, Shell.
I strongly agree with the last young lady that called in. I called because I felt, a bit offended. You had one of the male callers said something about Black women don't respect themselves, and you can just look at Facebook videos. But I'm here to say Black women are one of the most educated groups in this country. If your image of Black women comes from Facebook videos, that says something about you and how you live, because there are many respectable Black women out here doing the damn thing, holding down their families, working in amazing careers, and doing a lot for our community. So I just wanted to say that. And I also wanted to say, just because you're gay or trans, that doesn't mean that you can't be a misogynist. And I think we're seeing examples of that today with some of these callers, because to say that Black women are so upset with trans women is to me insane. I don't know that I've ever in real life. I know that I noticed this stuff online that people keep trying to say that Black women are against trans women. I have never experienced such things in real life. I think that we are all out here just trying to live our lives. I think Black women are the ones who are attacked by trans women because they blame us for Black men's misogyny and the reason Black men and their homophobia and why these Black men won't take them seriously. I think they point the finger at us instead of at these men. So those are just the 2 points I want to make, Wiley, and thank you for taking my call.
All right, thank you, Sherwell Phil. All right, we're going to Anonymous, you live on the air. Anonymous, you live. Hello. All right, we're going to go to the next caller, 8273. Carly on air.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to say this as a Black woman. This whole thing to me is ridiculous. Black people always try to find a way, whether you gay, straight, whatever, to have an issue with each other. Me as a Black woman, I could care less if you're trans. I could care less if you're gay. That has nothing to do with affecting my day-to-day living. Black people need to stop with the ignorance and come together. You don't hear not one white person complaining about their white female friends or whoever having an issue with them being trans. You don't hear them calling each other bitches or, oh, this is why gay white men don't want white women. We need to fix our community. It is so disgusting listening in on the people calling in, whether you for trans or you not, and you a trans man and you against Black women, the things that they are saying. And that last caller, who's about the Black women taking care of their kids. It is a shame that Black men, whether they're gay or straight, the disrespect they have for Black women. Whether you choose to be with a white woman, a gay man, or a trans, whatever, I don't care. When they talk about Black women, they are talking about their mother. They are talking about their grandmother. Me being a Black woman coming up in a single household, my father wasn't here. But one thing that I will not do as a Black woman, and I'm in an interracial relationship, my man is Latino. I will never disrespect all Black men because of things that may have taken place in my life that may have occurred because of me having a Black father or even dating Black men who didn't work out. The ignorance in our community is sickening. They want to fight against each other so bad for anything.
Come on.
We find anything as a people to fight with each other. You will never sit up and hear a Spanish trans person disrespect all the Latino women in their community because they've had issues with certain Latino women who may not have accepted them because they think about their mothers. They think about their sisters. Same thing with white people, Asian people. We are our own biggest enemy. Stop using bull crap to spread your self-hate. If you got an issue with a Black woman and you want to take it out on every single Black woman, that's self-hate. You come from a Black woman. If you have an issue with a trans person and you want to take it out on trans people, that's ignorant. Your sister, your cousin, your brother, anybody could be trans. Stop trying to find reasons to go against each other. It is so ignorant and it is pathetic. And that's why we cannot come together as a race for nothing. Every time you turn around, it's always, oh, but the black people, oh, but even we so bad and we so ignorant that we don't even see how bad we come against each other. The other races don't have to tear us down. We tear each other down. I'm raising a mixed child right now, and I fear for him, not even just from the white side, but from the black side. Because the ignorance and the hate is so prevalent. It's disgusting. We have allowed the world to just come and turn us against each other in any aspect. Whether you're a straight man disrespecting a black woman or a black woman disrespecting a straight black man or a trans. Get over yourselves, people. They're killing us. Nobody cares who you want to sleep with.
All right.
I don't.
Thank you. Thank you, Carl. Thank you so very much for calling in with your comments. All right.
You're welcome.
Thank you. 8439, caller, you on air.
Hey, Wiley, how you doing?
All right.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly.
Hey, this Shantae Wiley.
Hey,
I'm calling about the caller who said that women is intimidated. And I'm trying to see intimidated about what? We biological women. We not intimidated about what? Intimidated about a man? Where we have a vagina, we have breasts. The trans trying to get vagina and a breast. So what are we intimidated by? I think that was a very strong word that he was using, because we're not intimidated by nothing. Because trans women, and I hate when they call us cisgender. We not no cisgender. Call us women. We just women. And I'm tired of people saying, oh, well, why they getting mad off of that? It's just a name. It's just a term of endearment and all of that. No, if we saying we don't like that, just call us women. Y'all don't like for us to call y'all trans. Y'all get all bent out of shape about it. So call us women. We don't want to be called that. Yes, some people may say that they not bothered by it. Okay, that's them. But what about the rest of us? So if you see that it bothers us, why don't you say, okay, I see that bother a lot of women. It may don't bother some women, but it bothers a lot of women. So just say, okay, we're going to cut that out. Why won't they stop calling us cisgender? That's what I want to know. We not intimidated about nothing. I don't care what no person in the chat or whatever they saying. I don't care. We're not intimidated. We are biological women. So we intimidated about what? That's what I'm trying. Just what? Because a man is dressing up in women's clothing, getting their hair done. We don't have to do all of that because we are biological women. So we don't have to get dressed up if we don't want to. We don't have to put on makeup if we don't want to. And Maddie, she is a hypocrite. All she is about a coin. That's it, and that's all. That's all she worried about is a coin. She not worried about the what you call it, LBG or
LGBTQ. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She not worried about them. All she worried about is a coin and trying to start controversy and stuff. That's all she worried about. She's a hypocrite because when Kaya was on her platform, she didn't say nothing. When Kaya was talking about the gay people and everything, she didn't say nothing because she wanted that coin. She's a hypocrite. Oh. And I don't care what nobody say.
Well, thank you, Shantae.
All right, that's all I wanted to say, Wiley.
All right.
Okay, bye.
That's right. Bringing you the best in politics and celebrity gossip. This is the Wiley Show.
Y'all need to listen to that, okay?
Don't go. Keep it going.
All right, y'all. We got 3 more callers in the chat, and thank you all for subscribing. We gained like 10 subscribers from the last show. So if this is your first time watching, make sure you thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Okay, caller 2183, calling on air.
Hi, Wiley.
Hey,
can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, I got just a couple things to say. So
I understand both sides. I'm a married woman. I got 3 kids. I'm quote unquote cisgender, right? And everything that's going on with the, you know, the term tranny and the term cisgender, the term fish, this, that, and the third, I feel like it's all convoluted and it's all just another thing to get us all confused about what's really going on when it comes to Black women and Black people in general. You know, like, I don't understand why people have such an issue with calling people what the terms that they feel respected by. So it's like, you know, it's like in the Black community, you know, we call each other, you know, the N-word, right? We don't want people outside of our community to call us the N-word, rightfully so. So I don't understand why T.S. Madison doesn't get why women don't want to be called cisgender or fish outside of their community. Now, if straight women were calling each other fish, okay, cool, fine and dandy. But it's just like, also, you can't tell people how to talk privately in their own groups. So it's just like, I know I have gay friends, I have transgender friends, and I don't care what they say about me. You know, I don't, in the term of, if they consider it a term of endearment and I know that they don't mean to offend me, why would I get offended if they're not in my presence calling me fish? Oh. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you say, as long as you don't say it to me, just like I have friends, I call some of my friends bees, and I don't know what I can say on your show, so I don't want to say it and get, you know, mess up your show. So I call some of my friends bees, and I don't call some of my friends bees because they have already let me know, hey, I don't like that. Don't call me that. I don't like that term. I respect that. But when I'm not in your presence and I'm calling somebody else that, you can't get offended. You cannot get mad. I feel like at this point, Black people need to stop giving so much energy to the N-word when it's being used by other people, because they know it's a trigger point for us. So they know, oh, well, if I call her that, or if I call him that, then they're going to get mad. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? I laugh at people when they call me, like one girl called me a B, and I laughed in her face, and I pet her on the top of her head, and I said, oh, you mad. You know, like, take the energy from it. You know, take the negativity from it. And focus on the bigger picture. And just like I'm so glad that I watched you that day when you told me to watch the Angela Stanton video. Yeah, I went and follow her on every social media site that I had on my phone. I was like, I have to follow this woman because she spit nothing but facts. And I was just like, this is the type of woman that we need to lead the movement. And the fact that this woman has been through the prison system, and the fact that this woman has been through, she has a gay son, and the fact that, you know, she's been through everything that we could say any of our mothers have possibly been through being a Black woman, and she still speaks life into everything, and she's not lying. Every Black person needs to admit that, you know, we don't agree with abortion. Like, stop lying to ourselves. We know that we were not raised to think that transgender was a normal thing, but I respect anybody that chooses that. You know what I'm saying? I respect people's choices. It's just like, everybody is just so negative about all of this other stuff. It doesn't have anything to do with nothing. Like, who cares what somebody calls you if they say tranny? Why are you so offended? They weren't talking to you or about you. And T.S. Madison is notorious for saying, if I'm not talking about you, why are you getting mad? I'm talking to that specific person. Well, B. Simone wasn't talking about you. Lovelyti was talking in general. So she wasn't necessarily talking about you. She just used you as an example because you're the one that addressed it. All right. But you got offended first. You see what I'm saying? Thank you for that. She got offended first, T.S. Madison. And it's just like, what are we doing? We're going to continue to have this infighting with Black people, be it whatever you are, whatever your subtitle is, because the number one thing is you're Black first. Absolutely. So thank you so much. That's all I had to say. That's all right. We also have a good one. Thank you. We have breaking news. Lovelyti responded to T.S. Madison. We're gonna read it. You all see it on the screen. Y'all can stop sending me this because I personally don't care. I do commentary on viral stories, just like she does commentary. I'm confused on how I'm playing victim or pulling the Black woman card. Either way, I don't go back and forth with anyone. She's entitled to her opinion, and she can feel free to drag the F out of me like everyone else on social media. I won't be addressing it, so don't bother sending me any responses. Thanks. So one of my Tea Sipper producers sent me that, and she have responded. So
As you all can see, she says she will not be. She personally don't care. I do commentary on Barbara Stewart just like everyone. She does commentary on Confused. Okay, so we shall see if she's gonna hold up to that commitment because we do know Lovelyti do respond to people. So that was towards Madison. Hearing in my ear a producer that's telling me very close in the Maddie Cap that she will be dragging Lovelyti because she's upset that Lovelyti is friends with Kaya. So that's what I'm hearing, that at about an hour or so, T.S. Madison will be going live and responding to Lovelyti. So we definitely, after that live, we will go live and break it down. Okay, I might have Pooh order me a pizza. Bye. Okay, let's see. 4713, call you on the air. 4713. Hello. All right. So if anybody want to call in, y'all still got time. We got about 10 minutes left. We're gonna get this story started. I just want to thank everybody for subscribing. Please hit that subscribe link and thank you. We just added 2 more subscribers. So thank you for that. If you want to shout out, subscribe now and we will shout you out.
Exclusive. That's right. Bringing you the best in politics and celebrity gossip. This is the Wiley Show.
Y'all need to listen to that, okay?
Don't stop. Keep it going.
Shout out to Nicole for subscribing to the channel. Thank you. All right. So this is good. I don't have an issue with it. I think it's good for it. Lovelyti, I agree with her statement. She do commentary on viral stories like anything else. So I have no disrespect towards Lovelyti because Lovelyti is right. She talked about a story that was trending, and of course, we are blocked from Lovelyti Instagram, but it's okay because I'm still a tea sipper. You know what I'm saying? I still will go over there and sip some tea, even though if I'm blocked, even though if I'm in the doghouse, I still be over there sipping me some tea because we love Lovelyti. Shout out to everybody wants to know what happened to Tasha. So she released a statement too, but not about this subject. So we ain't gonna change the subject. All right, 237-2637. Carly on the air.
Hey, Wiley in chat.
Hey.
Wiley, I caught you at the tail end of Nique and Nite scream, whatever we call it. And I was just reading the comments, and they would say, "Oh, I don't like Wiley. You can keep Wiley off." And I had to rewind because, as you know, you can be problematic at times. So I had to rewind the tape. And then I'm listening to you, and you didn't say anything wrong. Actually, I was actually proud of you. It seems like not only have you been listening to the Black women callers and producers, you have actually even taken it in and gone a little bit. You know what I'm saying? If you're not trolling, but if you're not trolling, I can honestly say I'm seeing the growth in you concerning this subject. And another thing I wanted to say concerning this topic, it was recently, I cannot pronounce her name, so I don't want to, mess it up, but Paris Milan and a bunch of other Black content creators did a whole thing about it. It was a Black woman that was made the news and everything for protesting for a man that trying to turn into a woman, and he got killed. It's been so quiet in all these people's accounts that they quick to talk. Like T.S. Madison, she has a big thing. She misses nothing when it comes to dragging Black women. But I have not seen her talk about this young lady once. She got raped and killed by a man. And the only reason why people knew about her is because she was on the front line protesting for a trans man. Okay? So T.S. needs to calm down. Nique and Nite and everybody else reunite. Like I said, the only people who gave these trans women power is the same people that can easily take it away. Let them know who they're playing with.
Thank you so very much. Okay, Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
Listen, men straight, gay, trans. If it was not for the woman, you would not be here, okay? It is a woman's choice to decide if she's going to carry you, if she's going to give birth to you, if she's going to nurture you, if she's going to bring you up, and she's going to grow you into the individual that you are. It is the women that choose to embrace you, whether you choose to be straight, whether you choose to be gay, or whether you choose to be trans. It's the women that allowed you to come out into the spotlight to where now you are not as ridiculed as you were back in the 60s or the 50s or whenever it was. It's the women that stood by your side to fight for your equality so that you can have the right to express yourself, to be who you are. But it's the same women that you men, gay, straight, and trans, sit and diminish and belittle and talk down upon. That needs to stop, okay? Because women have been carrying men since the beginning of time, okay? Women has been the backbone. Women has been a support system. Women has been the one to feed you. Women has been the one to nurture you. Women has been the one to uplift you. Women are drained, okay? It's time for men, gay, straight, and trans, to step up to the plate and be there for a woman. Uplift women, embrace women, nurture women. Show us that you care about us. Stop looking for us to always be sensitive to what your needs are. And that goes for straight men, gay men, as well as trans men, okay? They want us to figure out what their needs are and always be sympathetic to their needs. But what about our needs? What about what we need? What about the love that we're looking for? What about the nurturing that we need, okay? But they so sensitive regarding anything that a woman say. Yeah, we have a problem with B. Yeah, we have a problem with H. Yeah, we have a problem with cis. Yeah, we have a problem with fish. Just like the gay man has a problem with all of the other slurs that is being yelled at against them. But the minute a gay man is attacked, guess who they go to? The women. It is the women that stand by their side and the women that's fighting for them. And that's the women that they need to be standing by our side and fighting for. Because again, had there not been a woman that decided to carry you, birth you, nurture you, raise you, your ass would not be here. And that's on period.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so very much for your comments. All right. 1478, call you on air. 1478. Last four. 1478.
Hello.
Hello, call you on air.
Wiley?
Yes.
Hi, Wiley. Hi, Chad.
Hey. How you doing?
I've been sitting here and it gets really frustrating or whatever because, you know, women are women, trans are, you know, everybody, they have their choice. We have to love everybody. But to be perfectly honest, I am sick of T.S. Madison. Lord knows I am sick of her because here it is. It's like it's all about clicks and views for her. She doesn't care. And who made her the brand ambassador of the LGBTQ community? She need to sit down. First of all, you was a streetwalker. The only thing you can talk about, you can't talk about nothing political, nothing educational, nothing that you talking about D's and buttholes. I mean, come on, really. She just makes me so sick. But anyway, thank you, Wiley. Love you.
Thank you so very much. In the Wiley Show, we love Maddie. We love T.S. Madison. Thank you.
I love her too, but I don't like the person that she is.
All right, thank you,
Point
Carly.
blank, period.
Okay, 8710, Carly on air. 8710.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead, caller.
Okay, great. I just wanted to call in to talk to the guy that said that women are in competition with transgender women. This is the thing. When you are born a woman, you have to go through all of the changes. There was a movie called Weird Science when they actually built the perfect woman. If I could build myself and get all kind of surgeries and all kind of different things, I could, you know, I'll do it or whatever else. The point is we go through different phases. So it's not a comparison or it's not about being in competition. Whenever they get into an argument, the first thing they attack is how you look. Oh, you busted, you this, you that. And guess what? My breasts hang low. You could tie them in a knot, you could tie them in a bow because I breastfed 4 children. You know what I'm saying? But if you can have perfect breasts, perfect cheekbones, perfect everything that you put together, it's not quite a competition because you're a natural born woman that goes through the whole process and the changes of life that we go through to produce our great men and to produce everybody. So I just wanted to make that comment that it's not a competition, but they always go to the look. Is, oh, you batted up, you busted, you this, you that. And I don't think that's a fair thing to do. I don't think it's fair, especially if you're not going through the same exact changes that a female that was born a female goes through, you know, the bloating and the everything else. And I understand everybody might take hormones to get themselves to be that, but they're building a perfect, well, what society would call a perfect, you know, woman, big breasts, big butt, small waist, and everything else. They're building all of those things, but we have to go through it naturally. So that's my problem, is just when it comes to that, everybody just wants to go to the looks, or this B looks like this, or you busted, or I look better than you, or I can take your man, or this and that. It's not necessarily a competition. It's just that why is that the first thing that you go to is to look when you have created your look, when you have perfected the best breast, when you have perfected the tightest waist that may not have carried however many children with stretch marks, or the butt that sags when you push out the last bit of kids. So that's just all I wanted to say.
Right,
and also, Wiley, I want to say, just enjoy your show.
Thank you.
I really do. You're absolutely amazing. I think your spirit is great.
Thank you.
And I know you're going to do wonderful things. And just keep doing what you're doing, no matter what everybody else has to say about this, and that. God has something on you, and I feel the spirit, and that's why I watch you. And everyone's like, what you watching? I'm like, the Wiley Show. And I was like, what is the Wiley Show? You know, whatever else. But you are doing a wonderful job. Keep it up.
Thank
you. I just say blessings and everything upon your show, that you can do wonderful things.
Thank you so very much for allowing me. Thank you, caller. All right, the number is 616-716-8447. Let's go to StreamYard. Ruth, you're live. Go ahead. What you got to say?
Hey, Wiley. Can you hear me clearly?
I can hear you. Go ahead, sister.
Okay. I'm sick and tired of meat in this fish, okay? I unsubscribe from her because she's getting annoying, okay? The term fish. How many times do I got to tell y'all? Fish could be used in a positive and negative term, but the gay community used it as an endearment. Then other people, it depends on the person. Other people started using it as an insult. Straight men, when they call, or when they say women smell like fish. Stuff like that. It's annoying. It's getting annoying. And I'm on T.S. Madison's side with this. Lovelyti has her hypocrisy, like the whole George Floyd thing. What does him being a good father or not a good father have to do with him dying? What does that have anything to do with it? And she's just really getting on my nerves with this whole spiritual thing. Like, shut up, Lovelyti. Goddamn. But anyways, yeah, Nique is getting on my nerves. And for all these women to say this and that, y'all act like y'all don't go in on gay men too. Y'all trying to act like y'all innocent. Y'all do go in on gay men. So when y'all go in, they hit y'all back. Sometimes gay men go in first, but let's not try to act like y'all don't be saying stuff too. Let's not try to act like that. The Black community has a big problem with homophobia. Point blank, period.
Well, thank you so much, sister, for calling in. All right. Don't forget, people, that we have T-shirts. I obviously have my camera set up, so let me stand up. We have Wiley Show shirts. Okay, y'all can get those shirts from Teespring. Also, we got the mugs and everything. So thank you all so very much. The reason why y'all can't hardly see is because the green screen that I gotten, I need to get another green screen. So I'm gonna have to get a bigger green screen that can take up my whole wall, so I can push all of my stuff like out. You can see like a full screen of it. So that's why you see part of my shirt, because the green screen are so small. So if you want a shirt, you can go to Teespring. We have coffee mugs, and we have all type of shirts. We got like 4 different designs. We also got some more designs coming for the fall, so y'all can get y'all orders in for Christmas. Also, my birthday is November 11th, so I will be going probably to Applebee's on the 11th. So I will let you all know the address to that. So if anybody want to come and spend time, with me in the DFW area on November 11th. We will be doing something special. So for that, so if anybody if you're in the area, okay, not you traveling unless you want to, but November 11th, I will be doing something for my birthday. Probably go out to eat, and I would like to meet people that's here. Don't try to drive. So I'm thinking about that, and I will be in Chicago in October. So I got the dates. I will be posting that. So if any producers in the shop will be going, I probably will go next week too with some people, but I don't know because it's just too much going on in Chicago. I just got through watching The Crime Chaser. Somebody, a lady and her baby got shot, and she drove to St. Bernard Hospital. So I just got the news about that. So I'm not too quick to go to the shot because the shot is too much. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said, Wiley got the same B-Day as my man. Okay. So my birthday is November 11th. Also, too, you guys, I went to the doctor. I think your Patreon, y'all got this information first. They saying they might have to do surgery. Well, the surgery. So just keep me in your prayers because I'm not working right now. So we thank you all for your donations. So let me get this last call and then we got to go because I got to catch Maddie live. I got to catch me some Maddie live. Last caller, 8962, caller, you on air. 8962. Hello. All right, that was it. Thank you all so very much for tuning into another episode of the Wiley Show. And let me go catch Maddie live, and then immediately following that live, we will be going back live again. Okay, y'all. See y'all later. Oh, let me get my intro. Hold on. Let me get this. There we go. Right.